I want to thank our friends from Ortho Comfort for sending these orthopedic walking, hiking boots. I want you to see the workmanship. Everything is well made, beautiful materials, breathable materials, durable materials. These boots will last you for a long time. Check it out. The laces are nice and sturdy, but most importantly, the non-slip sole. This is designed so that you don't slip and fall. The uppers are waterproof, right? And it'll keep your foot warm. Now, one of the interesting things about this shoe is that this shoe is primarily made for people that have problems with their heels, right? Flat-footed people like myself that wear insoles and need for the arch support to prevent plantar fasciitis, a pain. So the shoes come with these extra insole inserts, okay? Because other than to give you arch support, these shoes are also recommended for people that are diabetics. When you have diabetes, you cannot have your foot get wet, get banged with the surfaces in the inside surfaces of the shoe. There cannot be too much movement because that banging can create lacerations on the skin, and that is the last thing as a diabetic that you want to do. So that's why they provide these different millimeter insoles that you can insert, and I'm going to show you how we do it, right? That you can insert in there. These are of different thickness. Depending on the color is the thickness, and it comes with a manual that it'll explain to you how to fit it real nice, as if you were like a doctor, right? Real nice. So the red ones have a 5% thickness, and the blue ones are thicker, and they offer a 10% thickness. But if you really want to pump, right, and make it much tighter, then you can put these TPO insoles in there, right? You put those in there together with the insole that comes originally with the shoe. So the shoe already comes with this wonderful insole that in itself is comfortable, right? So, and it has a nice scale pattern right here. Let me show you. This insole is amazing, right? Now, what they recommend is that you wear these shoes on your house, right? In your house for several days, so that your feet can get used to the insole, right? And that way you can be fitting it, right? So that by the time you want to use this to go out for a walk, this is fitted perfectly. Now, you are going to use these insoles to put it under the other insole, right? You see? So if this is not enough, right? Because what you want to do is that your feet need to be really snug like a bug in a rug, right? These feet need to be snug in there, right? So that there's not a lot of movement and smacking around, right? Or you can actually, if you want to do it this thickness, then you can do that. Or you can do both, and then this is the way it works, you see? So you have the TPU insole in the bottom, and then you're going to want to either do one or the other or both. But that you're going to determine by wearing it at home and walking around at home with it. You're going to feel the difference. Having the correct shoe for the whatever situation you do it. In this case, these shoes are for cold weather, when you want to be out walking in the cold weather. Let's say you're shoveling snow in the backyard. If you want to do that, then you want to have the correct foot that's going to keep, your feet dry and warm. And the other thing is that the correct alignment is going to affect everything in your body. So it's not just your feet or the pain in the heels or the pain in the knee. It will affect your lower back and even your neck. So it is very important that when the shoes come in, you're going to read this manual that it comes with it, and that you're going to do proper use of your insoles. You might want to ask your doctor if you think that you're going to need help. In my case, I have professionally made insoles, and in one case, my right hip is thicker than the other. So when I do this, I'm going to have to do this on one side and just this one on the other side. So it varies, but it's something that you have to experiment and have fun with it at home, right? Experiment and make sure that you get the comfort that you want, but most especially the comfort that you need. This is a very great concept, right? And I'm gonna thank the guys at Comfort for sending this beautiful shoe that I'm gonna be wearing a lot this winter and beyond. Super recommended.